Hey guys, Ttodd Savoye here with Sutton Group Real Estate. Today I'm going to talk about making an offer in a seller's market. We're going to talk about the elements of an offer. I'm going to put together what you need to do to not overpay on a property. And we're going to talk about ways to win in a multiple offer situation. We are going to talk about what you can expect from the time you decide on a home that you're excited about to the time that you make an offer. First of all, most offers are done in what's called an agreement of purchase and sale. Your agent's going to walk you through the process of it, but what it is a bunch of pre-printed clauses that are there to protect you that are kind of a standard in the industry. Now, the specifics of an offer are, first of all, the price, which is what you're going to offer for the property. Secondly is going to be the closing date, which is when you get your keys, when the money is exchanged. And the third thing is the conditions that you're going to include in the offer, if any. Okay, the first element we're going to talk about of an offer is price. Your realtor is going to help you determine the market value of the home that you're interested in, and how they're going to do that is they're going to go through the recent sales in the area that you're interested in buying. So all the similar type homes that have sold over the last year, couple of years, you're going to know exactly what they are, what they sold for, and what that home is worth. Now, when you're looking at that home that you're interested in, if you guys come to the conclusion that it is a little bit higher price than it should be, you can try a lower price. If the seller doesn't budge, sometimes you have to be prepared to walk away. Overpriced homes almost always never sell. The seller will have the opportunity to lower the price, or if not, they can take the home off the market. If they do lower the price, you can re-enter negotiations. Or the seller may decide just to take the home off the market because they don't feel they're getting the value that they wanted for their home. So knowing the value will help you not overpay for your home. Okay, the second thing we're going to talk about is the closing date. The seller's desired closing date. You're going to want to know when they want to close the property. Often a seller will specify a specific closing date, usually because they're interested in a property or they bought another property, and they want to have the same closing date or a very similar closing date, obviously for them and their family. If not, in a multiple offer situation, you can work out a closing date that works for both parties. Lastly, we talk about conditions in an offer. Now, conditions are based on your specific goals, what your specific criteria is. One of the most important ones, though, is to get an inspection on a property. The benefit of getting an inspection is you just know exactly what you're going to be getting into. A lot of people have this feeling that an inspector is supposed to be able to tell you every problem. They don't always do that. What they're really good at, though, is telling you, say, the age of the roof, the age of the furnace, the age of some of these maintenance items that you're going to have to do down the road, letting you know that that's going to be coming up so that you can do proper planning. Because as you know, owning a house, it's always taking care of business. So very important to get a home inspection. Also, with home inspections, you may have a well and septic inspection if you're out in the country. That's an additional inspection that's going to need to be done. Also, I have clients, if they're buying their property for an investment, they're going to want to know, is the apartment legal? What do I have to do, Todd, to get this apartment legal? So those are things that we all cover before you process and before you get the deal done. So the key is to talk to professionals before you go forward with the purchase. Now, things tend to get tricky when we have multiple offers. Now, in a seller's market like we have here in our area, properties that are listed at market value or even slightly lower tend to get multiple offers or sell very quickly. Now, unfortunately, as a buyer, you just have less negotiating power than you would like in this kind of market. Now, as a rule, sellers always don't take the highest bid, but they do often take the highest bid that has the least amount of conditions or no conditions that matches their closing date. So what does this mean to you? You have to either outsmart or outbid the other offers that are coming to the sellers. Offering a closing date to a seller that they want obviously is going to be one thing that you can do to strengthen your offer. In regards to home inspection, you're going to need to get a home inspected because we don't want you not knowing what you're getting into. So the way to solve that issue is we have an inspection done before. It's called a pre-inspection. So you have your home inspection before you rate the offer, so you know exactly what you're getting into before you put the pen to paper. So you're still going to want to include your inspection. You still want to be protected, but you're going to have it done before. Same thing with financing. If you're going to want to be able to come in a multiple offer and be firm, have no conditions, and give yourself a better chance to win, you're going to want to have your financing secured before on paper, just so that there's not any issues and no drama. Now, your agent is going to notify you how many offers you're dealing with if you're in a multiple offer situation. And this usually dictates how much over the selling price the final selling price may be. Here's an example of a multiple offer situation. If the home price was $700,000 and you and your agent determined you thought the value, market value was $715,000 to say $735,000, if there's only two offers, maybe you and another buyer, there's a good chance you might be able to get it for the lower range, maybe that around $700,000. But if you're looking at 6 or 7 offers, the chances are you'll see it sell in the higher range. So it's an asset to have an agent who's been experienced, who's seen multiple offers on many occasions to walk you through the process and help you secure an offer to help you get that home. Sometimes in a multiple offer situation, you and your agent may believe that the property may sell for much more than you deem it to be worth. In this kind of situation, it's just sometimes best to decide that you just let this one go and wait for another property to come on the market that fits your criteria. Remember, no two offers are the same. We need to adapt to the specific scenario. An experienced agent is a true asset to you in this situation to help you navigate through the offer process. I appreciate you watching this video. If you have any questions, any comments, my number is 905-252-0792. I appreciate you watching. Please subscribe for more real estate videos. Have a great day. Isn't that a little goofy? No? Okay. The different process.